a range of beneficiaries. You have the neighboring countries and their elites, Paul Kagame, and Yoweri Museveni, Rwanda and Uganda. You have multinational corporations. We're talking about mining companies at the bottom of the supply chain, the Glencores, the Ivanhoes. We're talking about tech companies at the top of the supply chain, the Apples and the Tesla and the Dells and the Microsoft. We're talking about multilateral institutions like the World Bank, International Monetary Fund. The World Bank wrote the mining laws for the Congo, right? Because it's a weak country, weak leadership coming out of war. And they wrote it in the interest of private capital. The World Bank has a sister wing called the International Finance Corporation. But the International Finance Corporation was invested in mines in the Congo. And then, of course, you also have the local elites, the ones who are making $20,000 right now, $20,000, $30,000 a month, while the average Congolese lives on like $2.15 a day. And that's actually about 70% of the population. So you have a coterie and a complex of institutions, individuals benefiting from Congo's weakness, from the colonial infrastructure that's still very much in place. And probably chief among them is Dan Gertler, right? The Israeli billionaire. He became a billionaire off the Congo, first having a monopoly of the diamond sector, then moving into the mineral sector with his compatriot Benny Steinmetz. Both Benny Steinmetz and Dan Gertler at one point, they owned a company called Nicanor. And they had concessions to minerals in the Congo, and they took it to the London Stock Exchange, the alternative investment market, in a public offering. At the time, the public offering was one of the largest on the alternative investment market. And their company was valued at over $1 billion, which at that time, around 2008 or so, was more than the Congolese budget. You have individuals and then all the marketing firms and all the agencies that are handling the taking of companies public, like you see with Nicanor. And then also a number of years ago, the Department of Justice in the United States filed a claim against a Wall Street hedge fund called Zip. They renamed themselves to Sculpture, but they fined them for hundreds of millions of dollars for corrupt practices in the Congo and Africa.